No one leaves the house. After midnight, Dimitro hadn't seen his grandmother in a long time, so when she asked him to visit for the weekend, he gladly agreed. She lived in a remote village, where even cell service was unreliable. "Just remember one thing, Dimitro," his grandmother said in the evening as they drank tea in the kitchen. "Never leave the house after midnight, no matter what you hear." He smiled, thinking it was just an old superstition. But that night, he heard knocking on the window. Knock, knock, knock. At first it was soft, almost hesitant. Then it became more insistent. Dimitro glanced at the clock. 12:17 a.m. His heart pounded. He got up and approached the window. There was no one outside, but as he turned to go back to bed, the knocking came again, from the other side of the house. He froze. That was impossible. Footsteps. Someone was slowly walking around the house, and then he heard a voice. "Dimitro." A soft, drawn-out whisper. His grandmother's voice, but his grandmother was asleep in the next room. He shut his eyes and covered his ears. Then the door handle slowly began to turn. The door was locked, but someone was trying to open it from outside. "Open the door." The voice was right next to his ear now. Dimitro buried himself under the blanket, barely breathing. And then, silence. Morning came as if nothing had happened. His grandmother was cooking porridge on the stove. "You didn't go outside last night, did you?" she asked without turning around. Dimitro shook his head. "Good," she said quietly. But when he looked at the door, he saw something that made his blood run cold. A dark handprint on the door handle, a handprint that was on the inside of the house.